Hi, I'm back in the woods and I have a different story today. It's called Top Leaf and it's by Jennifer Gold. From the first day of spring, just after unfurling himself from his bud, the leaf talked loudly about how important he was because he lived right at the top of the tall old tree. He said he could see for miles and miles and miles. "What can you see today?" called a leaf in the middle of the tree. "I can see the children going to school," he said, making his voice sound important. "And there is smoke in the distance. Perhaps there is a fire in the woods." All the leaves chattered together, some of them twisting around on their stalks, trying to see what the leaf could see, but they were not high enough. Sometimes the leaf was very rude. "I'm not in the mood to talk. Don't bother me," he said. "You must wait until I am ready to tell you what is happening." And then he said, "From now on, you must call me Top Leaf." A small green leaf hanging just below Top Leaf called up to him, "Hey, you're only at the top by chance. What makes you think you are so special?" Top Leaf didn't answer. "You need us too," she said. "You'd look pretty silly up there all by yourself." And she laughed. "Nonsense!" shouted Top Leaf. "I don't need any of you. I am the greatest, so be quiet." One day he shouted at a squirrel, "Get off my branch! You're too heavy and you're making me lower than the others." "That is not where I'm supposed to be." "Oh my," said the squirrel with a giggle as she scampered away. So the leaves stopped asking Top Leaf questions. In fact, they stopped talking to him at all. Top Leaf pretended he didn't mind. He would swing around on his stalk shouting, "Ooh!" and "Ah!" hoping to get the leaves to ask him questions. But they didn't, and he was lonely. Top Leaf soon got bored, so he made up a song. He sang in a high, squeaky voice. "I'm on top of a very big tree. I own everything I can see. You down there are really small. You don't matter, not at all." And then he'd laugh and dance around on his stalk with delight. The old tree had never known a leaf to be so rude. She asked the animals what to do. The owl flew by on her feathered wings and listened. The deer sniffed with his wet nose and listened. The mouse cleaned her whiskers and listened. "He'll learn by the fall," they all said. "Yes," said the tree, "he certainly will." Summer came, and so did the people from the village. They sat on the grass and had picnics in the shade of the old tree. Children climbed on the branches. The old tree liked that. Some rough children pulled leaves off and threw them on the ground. The old tree didn't like that. Neither did the leaves. By the end of September, the days were warm and the nights were cold. The leaves started to change colour. The green was disappearing, but the leaves were still pretty in their bright reds, golden yellows, and rusty browns. "I don't feel the same," said Top Leaf one crisp October day. "It's fall," said the old tree. "Look around." "No," said Top Leaf in a frightened voice. "I don't want to fall." "You'll be fine," said the old tree. "You won't get hurt." "But I'll be in a pile with all the others. I won't be important anymore," whispered Top Leaf. "You have to go sometime," repeated the old tree kindly. "Just let go." Top Leaf was silent. "You might be a nest for an animal," said the old tree, "or crumble into compost and make the ground rich for plants." "Stop talking about it," said Top Leaf, hanging on grimly in a strong gust of wind. Then he looked down at the small leaf, who had talked to him in the spring. She was still on her twig. "Hey you!" Topleaf shouted. "Are you going?" "Yes, of course I'm going," she said. The wind blew again and Topleaf gulped as he felt himself coming loose. Hey Leaf, could we go together?" When no answer came, he said very quietly, "Can we go together? I'm scared." "We can start out together," said the small leaf, hiding a smile. "But once we are over that hill, I'm going where the wind blows me." "Really?" said Topleaf. "Yes, my very own adventure. It's so exciting," said the small leaf. The old tree swayed her branches again. "Ready?" called the small leaf. "Okay," said Topleaf bravely, and he let go. "Ooh, this is great," said Topleaf, laughing as the wind lifted him off his twig and out into the meadow. The small leaf twirled happily around him. "You're not Nasty Leaf any more," she said. "You're just Leaf, and I'm glad I waited for you." That was a surprise for Topleaf. He hadn't known that the other leaves called him Nasty. He had been sad and lonely, and now he had a friend and he was happy. As they tumbled across the field, the old tree heard their laughter getting fainter and fainter. She smiled. All her leaves had gone. She was ready for winter and a nice long rest. It began to snow. It's not that cold here yet, but I found some leaves. They're still green. This beech leaf has come from this huge beech tree that I'm sat under, and I found an oak leaf. I wonder if you're on your walk today, you can find some different shaped leaves. Bye for now.